Mr. Mabe, thank you very much for your time. Let's talk about those two elements. The attacks on Nkosazana Dlamini-Zuma are racist in nature and misogynistic. How did you come to those two conclusions?
Morning, Toli, and morning to your viewers. We issued a statement on Sunday following what appeared to be a concerted attack against the Minister of Cooperative Governance. Although when she pronounced the decisions, she was doing so empowered by the Disaster Management Act and in her capacity as the incumbent minister who is charged with the responsibility of pronouncing on mitigation measures in instances of a disaster. So she was it appeared as though she was being isolated for effectively pronouncing what were views of the collective. I mean, the National Coronavirus Command Council, which is led by the President of the Republic, President Cyril Ramaphosa, is made up of various ministers who are expected to perform critical roles in the executive. Those ministers would then go out to pronounce on those decisions. So singling one on what is effectively a decision of the collective is rather unfair and would have smacked of racial tirades. Choosing her because she's a woman, coming out in the manner that she did and wanting to make those appear as if they are her personal views was rather unfair. But
let me pick up on one of the points you're making, Mr. Mabe. I still am not getting where the racial element is coming from on this matter. Are you saying that it's only white people who are criticizing the minister, or is it a broad section of society?
Well, Toli, I don't even want to necessarily get into that point. I mean, you and I live in this country. We have seen sections of society that went to attack the minister or the collective for the pronouncements made. I don't want to even get there.
So you're suggesting that it's mainly white people who've attacked her?
Well, Toli, there was a section of the white community that attacked her, and a section of those that are largely captains of the industry who have even put forward a court case in this instance. I am electing not to even get into the details because you would appreciate that some of these issues are going to be ventilated in court.
Let me say this
because
to you.
There is already a matter brought forward before the court.
Look, I'm not
this specific matter.
Mr. Mabe, I'm not going to stand here and be a proponent of a certain section of the community. You have that option open to yourself, but if you're going to say that the people who have been attacking the minister are mainly the business people, that talks to the business community that has been attacking the minister. Isn't it dangerous, therefore, that you are pitting society against each other at a time when you are supposed to be leading this nation, uniting it, as a party that professes to be the leader of society?
Well, thanks, Toli. Just to take you back to the statement so that we don't take it out of context. The statement says the Minister of Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs, Dr. Nkosazana Dlamini-Zuma, makes this pronouncement in her official capacity, and therefore individual attacks directed at her for carrying out their official duties are unfortunate and mostly come across as racial and misogynistic. So that's the point we are emphasizing, that it is important that, and correctly to your point, that it is important that we rally society to unite behind decisions that are made by the collective of cabinet, and not come across as though we are punting racial slurs against what are expected to be decisions of government. So this is now the ANC making a rallying call to the rest of society that these decisions are not meant to suppress interests of certain sections of society. They are meant to protect lives. That's our statement. That's the point that our statement is addressing. Yeah. So we are actually making a call that let us unite behind our government, because all of these things are meant to protect lives. But also, we said before that this is going to come with a huge price of sacrifice to our own personal freedoms.
Mr. Mabe, I must thank you very much for your time. Pule Mabe speaks for the African National Congress.